Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss about metaphysical poetry. Again, I would like to bring to your kind notice that in this YouTube channel I'm discussing HPGK, current affairs and history of English literature, only syllabus prescribed for Himachal Pradesh Public Service Commission, history of English literature as optional subject. Right now I have already uploaded three videos in which I have discussed. First one I discuss about the syllabus. Then I move forward to the chronology from 1600 to 1900, and third chapter or third lecture was that of Elizabethan period, along with there were also few points mentioned about I'm just missing now. Renaissance, very important. Renaissance and Elizabethan period we have already discussed. Now I'm moving forward towards metaphysical poetry, very important. Metaphysical in general meaning, meta means beyond, physical means physics. Means to say that beyond the physics, when an individual thinks beyond physics and it reflects in the poetry, it is metaphysical poetry. First, the term was used by Dr. Samuel Johnson in his book Lives of Poets 1779-81. He describes the poets as men who used far-fetched conceit and learned imagery to express their thoughts. सीधी सी बात यहाँ पर मैं थोड़ा सा एलैबोरेट करना चाहता हूँ हिंदी इंग्लिश में, बिकॉज जब हम लोग बाइलिंगुअल पढ़ते हैं तो थोड़ा अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए इजी हो जाता है. एंड वन अनदर पार्ट इज दैट कि व्हेन वी पीपल रीड बाय आवर ओन, वी पीपल फाइंड मैनी मीनिंग. वाई? बिकॉज इन लिटरेचर देर आर मल्टीपल मीनिंग. one has to understood that in which part one has to bring that particular meaning. तो मैं अगर अपनी बात कहूँ कि आफ्टर रीडिंग द metaphysical poetry written by John Donne, unbelievable, means to say that it is really a different kind of experience by reading. But at the meantime, if you feel yourself at the center of that particular point, you will realize that what we are doing and what is the real motto of life and what we have to do and what should we do. हमें क्या करना चाहिए, कैसे हमें अपनी लाइफ को आगे बढ़ाना चाहिए, क्या है फिजिक कि जो फिजिकल वर्ल्ड है हमारा, क्या इसके बियॉन्ड भी कुछ है. आप ये सब जब मेटाफिजिकल पोइट्री पढ़ेंगे तो आप इन सब का प्रॉपरली एनालिसिस करेंगे. तो यहाँ पर कहा है कि ये जो टर्म सबसे पहले यूज़ की गई थी डॉक्टर सैमुअल जॉनसन द्वारा की गई थी. इनकी जो पुस्तक है लाइफ ऑफ द पोइट्स 1779-81, उसके बाद उन्होंने वर्णन किया है कि ये जो मेटाफिजिकल पोइट थे, इन्होंने फार फेस्ट कंसेप्ट और लर्नड इमेजरी का वर्णन किया है अपने थॉट्स में. द पोइट्री इज इंटेलेक्चुअल, कॉम्प्लेक्स, फिलोसॉफिकल, डीलिंग विद सब्जेक्ट्स लाइक लव, रिलीजन, लाइफ, डेथ एंड द नेचर ऑफ सोल. कि भी हमारी आत्मा की क्या प्रकृति है, इसके बारे में उन्होंने बुद्धिमत्ता और कॉम्प्लेक्स, थोड़ा सा कठिनाई, फिलोसॉफी और ये कुछ ऐसे सब्जेक्ट मैटर्स है जिसमें प्यार, धर्म, लाइफ, डेथ, इसके बारे में वर्णन है. हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड, if we will talk about the historical background of the particular era of during the origin of metaphysical poetry, it grew during time of political, religious and intellectual change. Elizabethan period 1558 to 1603 produced rich lyrical poetry. Early 17th century society shifted with the scientific discovery. Religious conflicts between Catholic and Protestant, and philosophical questioning influenced by thinkers like Bacon and Descartes responded with new types of poetry लेस ऑर्नामेंटल एंड रोमांटिक, मोर इंटेलेक्चुअल, एनालिटिकल एंड रियलिस्टिक। कहने का तात्पर्य क्या है कि जब हम लोग अगर एक पर्टिकुलर उस टाइम के वर्क की बात करेंगे कि जो एलिजाबेथन पीरियड में जो हमारा वर्क था 1558 टू 1603, there were specified pattern of poetry, drama, etc. But at the meantime, when there is scientific discovery and also there were conflict between Catholic and Protestant, so philosophical questioning influenced by the thinkers, जो बेकन थे हमारे, जो फादर ऑफ ऐसे माना जाता है इनको, इन्होंने एक इस समय के जो फिर थिंकर्स थे, इस समय के जो पोइट थे, इन्होंने एक नई किस्म की पोइट्री को जन्म दिया जिसमें ज़्यादा एनालिटिकल और रियलिस्टिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू था। मीनिंग ऑफ द मेटाफिजिकल, द वर्ड मेटाफिजिकल हैज़ इट्स ओरिजिन फ्रॉम द ग्रीक वर्ड मीटा, दैट मीन्स बियॉन्ड, फिजिका मीन्स फिजिकल और नेचुरल वर्ल्ड। Metaphysical poetry deals with ideas beyond the physical world, such as love and spirituality, nature of existence, time and eternity, a relationship between the soul and the God. Very deep questioning, very depth of the questioning has been asked in the metaphysical poetry. Then, if you will talk about the key characteristics, इसकी जो मुख्य विशेषताएं हैं, फर्स्ट वन इज इंटेलेक्चुअल टोन। In metaphysical poetry, there is deep thinking, philosophical theme rather than the pure emotions. मीन्स टू से दैट कि जब हम डेप्थ में सोचते हैं तो ये सिर्फ एक इमोशंस का ही खेल नहीं है। यू नीड टू बी मोर एंड मोर इंटेलेक्चुअल ऑल्सो, एंड सेम स्टोरी वॉज दैट ऑफ metaphysical poet, those who have given focus to deep thinking, philosophical theme rather than pure emotions. Done, the valediction forbidding mourning is a better example of this type. Then we have conceits, very important. Conceits in simple means it's the extended metaphor, unusual and striking comparison linking unrelated ideas। मतलब क्या है कहने का यहाँ पर, अगर हम किसी की एक दूसरे के साथ तुलना कर रहे हैं या हम लोग किसी को एक किस्म से, मैं ये कहूँगा कि एक इतनी डीप थिंकिंग थी कि जिसका एक दूसरे के साथ तुलना नहीं भी हो सकती है, उसका भी तुलनात्मक अध्ययन किया, उसके साथ भी जोड़ा गया है। अभी हम लोग जब पोइट्री पढ़ेंगे, डंस की पोइट्री पढ़ेंगे, द फ्लिया, a benediction, forbidding morning, sunrising, death not to be proud. So when we will read all these poetry, you will realize that what kind of conceits used by the writer John Donne. Wit and paradox, it's clever sometimes, surprising arguments. For example, death be not proud, death thou shalt die, मीन्स टू से दैट कि अगर डेथ को प्राउड है कि ये किसी की मृत्यु करती है, तो वो अपने आप में सही नहीं है। कैसे नहीं है, ये हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे कि क्या वो निद्रा से जाग रहा है इंसान, इसमें इन्होंने पूरा वर्णन किया था, डेथ नॉट बी प्राउड, जब हम डिस्कस करेंगे। देन देर इज कॉलेक्वल लैंग्वेज, use of everyday speech instead of ornate Elizabethan style. Plain conversational tone has discussed here. There is also blend of emotions and intellect, balances feelings with reasoning, love explored through logic and science. Means to say that love is not only discussed in layman language, but there were also through logic and science love is explored. Religious and spiritual themes was also deeply engaged with God, faith and morality. Then we have abrupt opening lines. Poem start in the middle of thought or action. Busy old fool, unruly son. It was a poem taken from Donne. When we will read the poetry written by John Donne, I will discuss all this in sequence, that ये इसका क्या मीनिंग हुआ, कि कहाँ पोइम जो है बीच से खुल रही है, स्टार्ट बीच से हो रही है, फिर उसके बाद उसका जो एनालिसिस हो रहा है, ये सारा ये जब बात ही की कि इसमें फिलोसॉफिकल और रियलिस्टिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू का डिस्कशन किया गया है। देयर इज ऑल्सो साइंटिफिक एंड फिलोसॉफिकल इमेजरी। So when we are talking about the imagery, references to astronomy, geography, medicine, etc., has been given by the metaphysical poet. Done use of compass, very very important. Spheres or maps is example of scientific and philosophical imagery. If we will talk about the themes of metaphysical poetry, the major theme is that of love. It's the realistic, intellectual, and often spiritual love rather than the romantic idealism. Again, why? Because the word metaphysical suggests beyond physics. So definitely, when we are talking about beyond physics, so the love is realistic, intellectual, and often spiritual love rather than romantic idealism. Examples: the Good Morrow by John Donne. A religion and spirituality. There is a relationship between human and God, sin, redemption. The poetry written by George Howard, The Collar. This is also an example for religion and spirituality. Then we have Life and Death. It's a reflection on mortality, the soul, eternity. Donne's Death Be Not Proud is a better example. Time and Change, the fleeting nature of life and love in Andrew Marvell's To His Coy Mistress. If we will talk about the major metaphysical poets, there was John Donne, 1572 to 1631. His poetry, The Flea, The Sunrising, The Good Morrow, Death Be Not Proud, A Valediction Forbidding Morning, leader of the school and master of conceit. John Donne was the leader of the metaphysical school and the master of the conceit. Then we have George Howard, 1593-1633. His poems The Temple, The Collar, Love, deeply religious and devotional poetry written by George Howard. Then we have Andrew Marvell, his famous poem The To His Coy Mistress, very very important. The Garden, it's the blend of wit, love, and policies. Then we have Henry Vaughan, The Retreat, The World. These are the mystical poems, mystical focus. Richard Crashaw, Step to the Temple. It's the Catholic devotional poems. Abraham Cowley, The Mistress, and Davies, known for the intellectual and philosophical ideas. Then we have Thomas Trahan, Centuries of Meditations. If we will talk about the example of metaphysical conceit, important it is also because excessive use of metaphysical wit and conceits here. If we will talk about the done or valediction forwarding morning, lovers are compared with two legs of compass in the folia symbolizing physical union and love. In Howard, the Pulleri, God powering blessings like a craftsman using a pulley. In Marvel, to his coy mistress, time as a destructive force chasing lovers. Means to say that it's a really a great paradoxical nature and complex kind of poetry, but the use of wit and conceit is at its heads. If we will talk about the significance of the metaphysical poetry, it is a revolutionary style. Broke away from the Elizabethan sweetness and ornamentation. There is intellectual depth, balanced and blended science, philosophy, and religion into the poetry. In realistic love poetry, it is love with the reason and wit rather than idealism. Then there is also foundation for modern poetry, influenced later poets like T.S. Eliot and W.H. Auden. There is also critiques for the metaphysical poetry. If we will talk about the Samuel Johnson again, He admired their wit but also criticized the wit. The most heterogeneous ideas yoked by violence together, overly complex and far-fetched conceits. T.S. Eliot, the critic of 20th century, later praised them for uniting thought and feeling, reviving interest in their work. Timeline of metaphysical poetry: late 16th century, early metaphysical elements such as Donne 1600 to 1630, peak period with Donne, Howard Marvell, and 1640 to 60 spread among minor poets. 1700 decline, replaced by the Augustan poet, where classicism start, and 1900 rediscovered by T.S. Eliot, मीन्स टू से दैट कि रीडिस्कवरी बाय टी एस इलियट ने पुनः इसको रीडिस्कवर किया था। इन्होंने मेटाफिजिकल पोइट्स के बारे में लिखा था। तो ये था आज का मेरा मेटाफिजिकल पोइट्री के बारे में। मैंने ज़्यादातर कोशिश की यहाँ पर कि जितने कर ये नोट्स में आए इनको पढ़ा ही मैंने। अगर मैं एलेबोरेट करने लगूँगा तो जिस दिन हम लोग इनकी पोइट्री को पढ़ेंगे वन बाय वन, उसमें प्रॉपरली इलेबोरेट करेंगे और ऐसे में फिर अंडरस्टैंडिंग और इजी हो जाएगी कि जो भी मेटाफिजिकल पोइट्री थी इसके क्या मेजर जो फंक्शन मीन्स टू करेक्टरिस्टिक्स थे। उसके बाद डन ने क्या लिखा है, डन की पोइट्री ऐसे भी इसमें सिलेबस का पार्ट है तो उसको हम डिस्कस करेंगे। यदि मुझे टाइम लगेगा तो उसके बाद मैं अलग से मेटाफिजिकल पोइट्री पर एक लंबी वीडियो लेकर के आएंगे। थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट, thanks for listening carefully.